Oh well, 106 put me on switch in 3, 2, 1, action.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What it do? It's your boy DJ Switch, the Mixtape King. If you don't know, now you know, suckers. And like I say, man, once upon a time, once in a while, here and there, we're gonna have some quite established people that you might really know that's been on the scene. And it's not just about up and coming artists, but we're also gonna get to put you on and also find out from some of these artists where they've been, what they've been doing, and make sure you like, subscribe. Hit the like button, hit the share button, and us, to also let us know who you'd like to see on the show. And obviously, share the freestyles, share the interviews. But yo. We've got somebody in studio, good friend, long time coming.
A
long time coming. And what's up, Rowlene?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm chill vibes.
You're chilling for real.
Finally.
You've had coffee.
Yeah, I have had maybe even 3 cups of
Multiple
coffee.
cups. Okay. I'll try and meet you.
Well. Shout out to Joy. Let's start with that one first one. Shout out to Joy Jansen, the Jansen family.
The entire Jansen family.
Yeah, shout out to everybody out there. Yeah. What has been happening with you? I mean, we can start in the beginning, but I want to start with, just come back from LA.
Yeah.
Right?
It's been a minute. I've been back for a bit, though.
You've been back for a bit, but I mean, everything's sort of been rolling out since your trip, what you've been doing, and, we're expecting something new. Obviously, you just dropped your brand new single called Sweetest Escape. That's out on all DSPs. Go listen to that. Of course, shout out to the man's Gemini Major who produced that.
Yeah.
And
Soko.
And Soko, yes, of course. You've been busy. You've been busy. You were also out in London.
Yeah, I feel like traveling has always been something I've wanted to do. I mean, moving out here was the first step, obviously, because
hailing from Cape Town.
Exactly. Like before Cape Town, there was nothing. It was just home and being super comfortable. We have the ocean, we have the mountain. Why would you want to leave that? And then you leave that, and then you're like, oh my word, this is why people do this.
Right.
So my first big leap was obviously Johannesburg, and then the second one was London, and then the third was LA.
Right.
But like, it's just been such a good year for me, The last couple of years have been me establishing what it is or what I want my legacy to be or what I want to be remembered for one day, because life is actually quite fickle. And just being intentional about everything that I do has been something I take very seriously. So even with my music, the people I work with, where I go, how I get there, when I get there has all been so intentional. The timing of it, it's planned. It's also just like everything happens for a reason. But with timing, it's just been so cool, like to make music with so many people.
Right. Now, before we get into making the music, right? Let's rewind now because it was getting kind of deep and I was like, we're just starting the interview.
Oh, sorry, guys. I didn't have my coffee.
Right?
On purpose.
Well, on purpose. So here we see, I've heard about you, and then of course, here comes Nasty C. Yeah. Right, just after I started working with him, and he's now on his super trajectory, and he comes across and finds Rowlene.
Yeah.
How did that meetup happen?
Preparation and timing. A friend of mine was shooting his music video, who was also like a long-time friend of mine, Nani, and he was like, you need to meet up with this guy. Like, he's on the come up, but he's so dope. And I had been releasing music on SoundCloud. So everybody that was affiliated with me knew what I was trying to do or what I was doing. And it was just literally the connection.
Right.
And he was like, you have to go. And I was still working at Good Hope at the time. So
you're working at Good Hope?
Yeah, I was doing playlisting on a Tuesday.
That's the plug right there. Now we don't have one anymore. Right?
So I used to do that. Like, I was interning there for a long time, and I just wanted to be in a space where I could learn a lot about the industry, because I didn't have a lot of people around me that was even merely... they didn't even understand what this was. I didn't even understand what this was. And that one person that was just like, yo, if you don't do this now, like, it doesn't matter.
Sure.
Because at the time, it wasn't like anything, you know? And I actually went, and I'm really not like, I'm a homebody, like homeschool back, like homeschool work back, you know? The day that I went there, I got stuck in an elevator. So I was like, this is obviously not meant to happen.
Right. So you start looking at these omens like...
I'm like, yo. And also it's the last train back to freaking Elsie's River. And
guys, if you know where
I'm thugging it out right now.
If you're from Cape Town, you should know Elsie's. Elsie's Riviera.
And then you still have to walk over that bridge, guys. You don't understand, like, the trauma. But anyway, I was like, this might be the next big thing for me. And it was. I ended up meeting his I ended up meeting his manager first, like
Right.
straight to business,
Yeah.
straight to business. He was busy working on something, like they were shooting a scene for something,
Mm-hmm.
and I come in, they're like, oh, okay, Rowlene, they've been talking about you, cool. We've listened to your stuff already. We really want to work with you.
Wow.
I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Well, so now what?
So now what, right there? I think my big question is like, we've had this, and this is like sort of what I'm trying to axe at.
Mm-hmm.
We've had a lot of artists or rappers try and collaborate with female vocalists.
Mm-hmm.
We've had KO and Nandi. They were a great couple to make that kind of music. Who else do we have? It's very few. You get what I'm saying? And
That is true.
especially
That is true,
especially
actually.
like and then we get Nasty C and Rowlene, and it's like, okay, damn.
They're back.
And it's like after phases, I was like, yo, okay, there's some light on this right here. And then of course you went and done a lot, but you sat so well with it, and you've come out as an R&B singer, and you stayed R&B to the fullest. Like you haven't really veered off. You haven't try to start rapping, you know what I
Oh,
mean?
hell no.
You ever started, start rapping? Because people like feel like, okay, maybe while I'm
I'm a
singing,
writer. I could possibly write some crazy stuff, but like,
well, we got a lot of beats out here.
I mean,
I'm
go
just
off,
saying.
shorty. But like,
And it's like, and that's what I'm trying to hack at, is that a lot of people get it wrong because rappers want to make a song for Hans and all that kind of stuff, and then they mess it up. Because now, we're going to call her Miss X, right? Because it's now someone gets offended by
Yeah.
some name. And now she feels like she needs to be a vocalist, but she hasn't gone for training. She really doesn't sound really great on her own tracks. She doesn't have the background. You understand? And it's like this synergy doesn't match. What does it feel like working with Nasty? Because obviously when you did start recording with him, it was a different kind of feel.
I mean, we clicked from the second we met, like
Yeah.
instantaneously. Like there was no buffer, there was no
Sure.
awkward silence, there was none of that. Like there was none of that. Like it was too easy, actually.
Right. This was phases on Bad Hair, right?
Yeah, so this was like
Or Strings and Bling.
2018, 2015. I don't even
Somewhere
know.
there, right?
Somewhere in this lifetime. It happened,
And it's like, you do phases, and then you go to the monster of a track, which is sitting, by the way, on YouTube now, is 47 million
Crazy. I don't even know that.
views. Let's give some claps out there. You
Shout
see,
out to y'all watching.
if you had the headphones on, you hear our virtual audience. You know what I mean? Yo.
I'm here.
and then it's like, and it's crazy because that is the song,
Yep.
right?
That was the song.
Right? And it's like, did you think it was gonna go that big?
Yeah. Absolutely knew it.
You
From
knew
the
it?
jump. Yeah. From the second we made
And
it.
what was the idea like? What was it like? Because obviously it's Nasty tapping into a different side of himself, and obviously he's obviously dedicated a lot to his mom, and I can relate to that. And it's like just because he's put this out and he's just become like this like emotional artist to share feelings and be open about his love life and etc.
Experiences
and
and stuff,
all this kind of stuff. And obviously that's once again rhythm and blues. Hey man,
Exactly.
You know,
And
so-
that's literally my initials, by the way.
Well, I know that part, but
So that's why it just works.
Rowlene, aka Bossman. That's what she means.
No, it's Rowlene Nicole Bosman. RnB. Forever. Till I
So-
die.
Nicole.
Yeah, it's my second name.
But that's right, RnB,
B.
not R and B.
No.
There's R and B.
It's RnB.
There's R,
RnB. No one says R and B. Everyone says RnB.
but it's rhythm and blues.
Rhythm and blues. What is the N for?
Okay, which show? Whose show is this? The Rowlene show,
Oh, sorry. You can have your presenter back.
right? So that's pretty cool. And I think what does it take for someone to really write great songs?
Honesty.
You have a multi-platinum selling song.
Honesty and transparency and working with the right people that you trust enough to tell you when you're not performing at your best.
Yes.
Type beat.
No yes mans.
Yeah, I don't have that. Thank God. I've never had yes men, and I think that's why I work so hard.
Oh, yes woman.
Like, that too.
Right?
Yes women. I've never had yes individuals.
Yes.
It's always been work for what you want. So like even with that song, we knew when we made the song, like it was just the hook. For a very long time.
Yeah.
For a very long time, like 2 years before he actually.
You had the hook for 2 years.
Yeah, before it came out.
Damn.
And it was such a demo. Like I still have the demo where I'm like giggling at the end because I got the line wrong. But hey, And we listened to that for 2 years.
For 2 years, that's crazy.
Yeah, and we weren't even like, oh my God, we need to drop this. Like, even now, I know when I have something, and I know when the time is right.
What is the right time in today's like day and age?
It's just a feeling. I can't explain it.
It's just like you gotta drop this right now.
And it won't even be like a right now. I'm a very
like, oh, we got a
strategic
plan.
person.
We gotta.
So my right now is 6 months, like 6 weeks in advance. Like
6 weeks.
DSPs will have it.
All right, of course. They're always fighting.
Everything is together. It's a compact thing. They've sat with it for months.
Yeah.
You know, so they play a part in what I do and how I do
Right.
it. I'm very collaborative with my efforts. You know, I feel like everyone is in their positions for a reason, so I trust that.
Yeah.
I'm open to a lot of change and a lot of, you know, I'm not very opinionated. I feel like I know my shit. Can I swear on this shit? Sorry, we're going to bleep that out.
I know my shit. Can I swear on this shit?
Anyway, we're gonna beep that out.
Happy Women's Month,
But
everybody.
Happy Women's Month. Oh my word. But like with that specific song again, Junior, he knew what he wanted.
Yeah.
You know, like he really knew what he wanted melodically, lyrically, like less is more. He had to like certain parts of the lyrics when we were working on it, I wouldn't even get it, and it would be so simple. I didn't get it, and then he'd be like, ABC, it's supposed to be simple. Like,
yeah,
ABC. I'm like, I get it. Because I'm always just like, it needs to be, you know? And he's
everyone's trying to always be extra up in the studio.
Yeah, no, like he mad chill.
Yeah, he's dope. I mean, you know, he's dope, you know,
Yeah,
and he's always,
mad chill.
he's just,
Yeah.
he is who he is, you know, and that's why he's got what he got. And, you know, and then obviously, you know, that's sort of like your moon boot
Yeah.
into the industry, right?
Let me think. Yeah.
It was quite a moon, but it became very prominent who Rowlene is right now.
Absolutely, have to.
And
give
then you
credit
go
for
on
that,
to
yes.
perform at like one of the biggest festivals in South Africa.
Oh yay!
Out at Daisy's.
Yeah.
Huh?
I
So
did
you're
that.
out there and you made your debut.
That was great. I always wanted. That was something that was always on my.
Bucket list.
I wouldn't even like a mood board because you know like
Right,
you just have
your
those
vision
like,
board,
you know,
yeah.
like it was there. I've
has
always
to
wanted
happen.
to, and I've reached out to them like for years. But obviously, like they have a caliber of artist and a standard that they were living up to. Didn't take that personally until I headlined 2 years ago. So
I mean, like,
get
yeah,
it.
and I saw that, and I saw like the excitement for you. I mean, first of all, the tiny person that you are, in front
Out
of
of
like
all of those people.
right? You know,
It was very emotional for me because I was just like, why are you guys here?
but also it's like, you know, your journey once again. It's like, you know, you've been hitting them up, and it's you sort of getting like the, you know,
I
like
mean, I
all
got
the time,
so many no's.
right?
And you know what? It's never stopped me from anything. If anything,
Right.
it accelerates me so much because I'm like, why? So what do I have to do for you to, you know? So next year, what do I have to do to make sure that
Right.
I do this
Right.
next year? And that's how it happened. Literally, I was just like, okay, so not next year. So what do I have to do? And they'll tell you, I want details. Give me details so that I can, because I pay attention to details. And also
Right.
I'm an A student, so it's like, you're telling me that that's all I need to do that? Okay, cool, shut up. I'm doing it.
Are you a student in
Let's
what?
go.
Are you a student in what? Did you study after school?
For a year and a half, dentistry.
Dentistry.
Yeah, boring, right? You know what's crazy? There was a girl that was my friend that I met.
Wait. Oh, okay. Your friend that you met. I'm listening to this.
She's a gamer now. So we both dropped out the same year. And she's like a big ass gamer. And I'm
Is
like
it-
an
is it
artist. So we were
Techo?
like, oh my word, look at us.
Is this tickle?
No, Julia. Her name's Julia. But like she's actually insane. Like she does all the EA streaming. all
Okay,
that
you know,
crazy
I'm
shit.
trying to
But
figure out, like, you know, you just go and study dentistry a year, right? Obviously, how long is the course? It's like 3 years.
6 years.
6 years with your in honors.
No, 6 years just flat.
So, because we get a lot of kids on the show. I'm not saying that you care, but I mean, we get a lot of artists that come up here. They're lawyers. They audiologist was the recent one.
That's crazy. That's so
Um,
cool though.
You know, we get lawyers, we get accountants. Now we've got a dentist. Well,
Kiki, I'm not a
half.
dentist, guys.
You
No,
like-
don't even call me for a cleaning.
You know, like docotela, like one of those
Not
people
even.
that they don't
Yo.
make it, but they've
Yo.
got surgery, they've got everything, but they've got 1 year, right? So and it's
Oh my word.
it's wild why people. I wonder why. Look, I'm a graphic designer on paper.
Oh, cool. Do
But
you
I
want to do my
finished.
next artwork?
No, we can talk about all that kind of stuff, you know, after the show. I mean, just saying, you know. So, and it's like, you know, I'm baffled, and it's like, yo, you're gonna become a dentist, you know, you're gonna be sought after this, right? Like
100%.
you wouldn't have to worry,
About anyone. My family's good.
yeah,
I'm
and you wouldn't
good.
have to worry about a single to release and
Ever.
whether the single flops or not, right? But yet you broke out and you got to travel the world.
Yep, still traveling the world.
What did your parents say?
They don't care. In
Well,
the best way, though. Like,
I mean, I'm talking
they
about
mad
before.
chill. Like, they don't. They're just like, yo, cool, do your
But
thing, shorty.
before the blow up, what were they saying? It was like, are you sure, my child?
No, because I feel like I know because I lived this in my experience. But like, when I dropped out, it took me at least 3 days to tell them. Because I'm like, damn, no one in my family studied. This is like the first. I'm the first one.
Shit.
I'm about to let them down for real.
Shit.
But also,
Yo.
the course that I chose was something, again, I knew nothing about. But again, I want to learn stuff all the time.
Right.
I'm like, okay, what can I do that's different and a completely new path for me? And that was why I chose that. And I was so sad, guys. Like, I was the worst version of myself. I was the worst. Like, I don't remember a lot of that. I remember everything, but it's not like core memories. It's
Right,
nothing that
right.
is tangible to me anymore.
Would you finish it?
No. Hell no. Like,
Right? Some people will still go and be like, yo, I gotta
No.
finish my PhD.
No, good for
I've
them.
got
Do
3
your
years.
thing. Do your thing.
Right.
Like, do your thing. Like, it's important for you to believe in yourself and trust that you can do whatever you set your mind
Yep.
to. I set my mind to that. I knew that I could do it. I knew that I can do it. I just don't want to. My mind is not there. I would never want to be 50% in anything. Like, I
Right.
want to always commit to something 100% and see how I can cultivate something from that, you know? So that is definitely something I don't see myself doing again. I feel like life is too short to be unhappy about things that you can change
Wow.
almost immediately, you know?
Sheesh.
So it's like,
Dropping some bars out here.
I dropped out and I moved to Johannesburg with a backpack. I didn't have a plan. I didn't know anyone. I knew Junior and Zion, and those were the two only people I knew here. And I lived with them for like, it was supposed to be a weekend of us making music, and I just didn't want to go back home until I felt like I needed to go back home.
Yo, if you're coming from Cape Town, don't try to be staying at my house. Stay at home, yo. Right? Don't even try to come out here. Stay at home. Even if you come with a backpack,
Listen,
I'll put
they
you on a
wanted
train.
me here, so
right?
here I am now. Shout out to them for that.
Yeah, but shout out to them. And I think, well, it's taking you in the right direction. It's taking
Absolutely.
you where you wanted to be. It's giving you what you wanted. Summer nomination. Yo,
Yeah, a couple of that.
a couple of them.
Yeah, and then like, I mean, I don't even know if I won any of that shit. But like,
What do you mean? Okay.
I don't know any of the things that I've done unless someone tells me. Because I'm not really attached to that stuff. Like, I just want to make music. I don't know, it sounds so cliche, but yo, I have a studio in my room. I just wake up and record at 2 a.m.
See now, the studio's in the room now. It's like, yo, we work from home, baby.
Oh no, we really work from home. We have Wi-Fi.
Homebody
We
vibes.
have a coffee machine.
Oh gosh. What is okay?
Why?
So what is a normal day like for Rowlene?
There is no such thing.
Oh, there isn't.
I swear to God, like my days are, I do a to-do list before I go to
Right.
sleep. So I wake up and I have purpose. Like I know I need to do this because it sometimes involves other people. It involves me. So I need to be organized. But there's really like, I speak to my best friend. She's in LA. So the time difference. So we speak from like 7 a.m. until like 10 every day, which is wild because we make music every day. So we have this show and tell type beat thing
Okay.
to keep each other, you know.
That's interesting. I
It's
mean,
so cute. It's the cutest thing. She just played me the cutest thing this morning. But again, I'm like, okay, I can't wait to get into the studio the second I leave here so I can
that's
play my
crazy
song.
because you also, you're not just, you haven't been making music overseas with the guys in the States, but you've also been making music with African artists.
Yeah, a lot of them.
Oxlade.
Oh yeah, my homie. Like he's
He's vibes.
no, like he's. I don't even know how. Like, wow, great person, great individual, excellent musician.
And the thing is, right?
I can't even.
Like your guys sound very seamless on the joint because he's
We did
also
that in
like,
20 minutes. I have that
no
shit on
way.
video.
That's crazy.
Literally, I engineered the session. I told him, look, I have the song. We were driving to his show he was headlining at the O2 Arena in London.
He's flexing
And
on us
like,
right now, you know what I mean?
Come
we
on.
can't even say anything. We can't be like, yo, I've
Come
been there,
on.
like
But
come on, man.
I played him the
Yo.
song in the car, and I was like, I have a couple ideas. Frequency was the one that he wanted,
Right.
and I'm like,
But that's the title of
it's
one
the
of
same-
your
it was
EP,
the
right?
title of the EP, which is
Right.
crazy. And I was like, that was the first song that I made when I landed in London. Like, it was when I got there, I set up in the room in my apartment, and I was like, oh, yeah, I need London
Right.
vibes. And that was the very first song I came up with. I played it to him, and I played him Neverland as well. And he just started singing on both of them. And I was like, song's done. We just need to record it then. And he just did melodies, crazy melodies. And the second we recorded, he knew what he wanted to say. And it was just like freestyling. And I was just like, hold on, because I'm tracking. And he just like wants to go. He's like me. So it's like, yo, like you're taking long.
So do you, I mean, when you write first according to the song or to the beat? I mean, melodies can get produced different ways, you know what I mean? A lot of people are now like not really singing melodies. They're just sort of singing like a tone vibe, like Drake vibes. And people think it's okay.
I mean, whatever was like,
Is
we're
it?
all different, and thank God for that. Because if we were all the same, oh my God, I would hate it. Yeah.
Oh,
But
trust me, we already seeing it in the hip hop, fraternity. Everyone sounds like one guy, and it's like, yo,
no,
come
I
on.
would like something I thought about this morning was like, if we all did the same thing, like when would we be ourselves? You know,
Right,
like,
right.
There's so much space. Like, when is the next sound going to be developed if everyone's hopping on the same train? Like, there's this
100%.
new. I'm not gonna say it, but there's this new genre that like everyone's and I'm just like, yo. So now I'm gonna hear from A to Z on the same freaking beat, saying the
Yo,
same shit
it is
for
what
like
it is.
3 minutes. You're
It is
joking.
what it is.
You're joking.
But that's
You're
why,
joking.
but I mean, this is
You're
the
joking.
question. This
You're
is the
joking.
question. As to I mean, now R&B seeming to be coming back a lot right now.
I feel like it didn't go anywhere.
I mean, just like hip hop didn't go anywhere.
Yeah,
right?
I didn't think it went
But I
anywhere.
feel like now it's getting a lot of light with a lot of parties that's happening. There's a lot of light on R&B, like big time.
Yep.
And 2 years ago, I'd asked another R&B singer, I'm like, yo, is R&B dead? And she was like, oh, and blaming the other genre. And I'm just like,
No, man.
it's like maybe you don't have the balls to stick it out.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
It's
I
so
think,
simple.
and
It's so simple.
Why did you go to London? Like, what was?
Why?
Yeah, why? Well, I know you obviously
I-
went, and obviously we got to speak about the organization that helped you get to LA, SAMPRA.
Oh,
right?
yes.
A lot of people don't
Yeah.
know about these organizations.
Yeah, no. SAMPRA was.
And we
They
do-
were my
Your
riders
homies,
for that.
right?
Yeah. Yo, you
Yo.
need to make sure you have your admin together, y'all, because it's important.
Trust. Okay, yeah. So why did you go to London?
I was just bored. I was bored. I was sad. I was bored and sad.
That's a good time to write a love song.
I did a couple, and I was like, I
That,
don't,
you know?
I don't want to make sad songs anymore.
But-
you know?
but that's
like,
what
not
the-
like I don't want to,
But that's the chick.
but like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I feel like the word authentic gets thrown around so much lately that it's just like, ugh, it doesn't even have its substance anymore. But if you experience the same things, you're going to talk about the same things. If you're going
100%.
to talk about the same things, you're going to relive the same things. And if you relive the same things, you're stuck in the same experience, which
Yes.
is boring, you know?
Right.
So, like, I was with the same people, doing the same things, saying the same shit, going to the same places, having the same conversations, sharing our same grievances, but, like, no one was doing anything about it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm tired of the negative shit. I just want to make music. Same. I'll
Right.
always say that. And I got on the next flight to London and I stayed there for like 3 months and I just created. I connected with everyone that I had connected with before in SA or via Instagram, whatever. Everyone that I knew played such a pinnacle role because they introduced me to someone else, that introduced me to someone else, and then the connection just kept growing.
The
and
network,
growing and
the
growing
network
and
keeps
growing.
building,
Exactly.
right? And I think obviously a lot of people are trying to figure out like, how do I navigate around this whole, especially if you're a singer, right?
Yeah.
You can be I'm a piano singer, you can be an R&B singer, you can be a bakanga singer, whatever the case may be, right? And people are trying like, how do I break it? How do I make bank out of this whole thing? Because yes, I've got the content, and it's like I got to build up. Like in the beginning, it wasn't just a matter of like, it's happening right now. It took some time, and like you said, in Cape Town, it's like, yo, I was still doing my, playlisting at Good Hope, and then it was like, you still gotta catch a train, and then I still gotta catch a taxi here and
I
there.
still need to study and then go to school tomorrow morning.
Right, that type of shit. You know what I mean? So I mean, like, and now we're speaking about like certain organizations that get to help you in certain spaces. Not everything has to be like, oh, I gotta make a hit and everybody know who I am.
Yeah, that's
You know,
true.
you can do a very smart way. I mean, we spoke to Holly Ray out at Bush, and she also got helped out by SAMPRA.
Yeah, she's actually the plug. She told me about it. And
Oh,
that's how
shit.
I was like, oh.
Damn. There you go.
Yeah, she actually, I can't disclose that. But yes, she
Hey,
helped
what
me.
do you mean?
She helped me a lot with my application. A lot, like a lot. I'm not gonna lie.
we gotta get that money, son. And obviously, there's a minimum requirement for you to actually get those fundings. You got to have a minimum of 3,000 spins.
Yeah.
Once you get those 3,000 spins, then you can
Not
sort of.
spins, rands, off the spin.
Okay, well, sure, just go for 3,000 spins and you make money, right? So, right?
Yeah.
So get the three, because we don't know, we can't actually calculate what it equates to, what 3,000 Rand equates to in spins. Or do you have the answer to that?
I mean, I do, but I also don't because each station has different ratios as to like how they value
100%.
that. So it's
That's
like,
why I'll just say go for 3,000 spins.
but that's not enough. It would have to be more than 3,000 spins.
You see? Just like, it's just like you trying to get 3,000 streams. It's not going to equate to
But
3,000
Apple has
rand.
this new feature now where you can actually see where your music's getting played and how often.
Yeah, I mean, it'll tell you that
It's
so many
like
people are
Rams,
listening
but
right
so
now.
much no, like on radio now.
Oh.
They added the radio feature, so you can see how
You
many
see,
times
when
they
you get
played
to
it.
this level,
they've,
you get the inside scoop. It's like you unlock stage 5, unlocking level 5.
Not load shedding.
But also now you're also rolling with Platoon now. So shout out to Platoon, man. We see what
Yeah.
they're doing out there. Hey.
Yeah, no, they're doing stuff. They're very for artists. They educate you in ways that you don't think you need. Because
Right.
they're an independent label. They have the label in Artist Services.
Yeah.
Of which like a lot of people come and ask me about, but it's like you need to know what you want to do first,
Yeah.
just figure that stuff out first, because you can just go to any distributor this day. You can do it yourself. You can go on DistroKid. You can do it yourself.
100%.
You know what I mean?
But I think also, I use this this analogy that everybody sort of wants to use music as the scapegoat.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
struggling and blah, 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 and I can't go and study and blah, blah, blah. And now let me go make music because my friend has a studio.
If I wanted to do that, I'd be a DJ.
Yo,
Like, it's-
respectfully, but don't
like,
disrespect. Because I mean,
no,
that's also
I swear
another.
to God, I
that's
feel
also
like
another
it's-
avenue.
I feel like, no disrespect, again, as artist, I record myself. So BPMs and keys are not like, like I can.
Yeah.
You know what I
You-
mean?
you just sort of
so like
know
at
it by
home,
yourself,
like
right.
we would, my friend and I, we would just make mixes. Like you can do that. Audio Mic also has that feature now. Like where
Or
you
in
can-
other words, you do got to control at home, clearly.
Yeah. You know what I mean? But it's again like,
Dentist, singer, DJ. Got it.
but again, my point on saying that is like, if you do what you love and you do it wholeheartedly and you trust in God and you have faith that it's going to work out, it will work out.
Yo, there's the
You
bars
know?
right there, man. That's I just feel like that is it, because the minute you chop and change all the time, you kind of lost in what you're trying to do, trying to
Exactly.
change.
And
But
you also like lose yourself in that because like the internet right now, there's so much happening.
hey, man, whatever you
people
see,
feel
what you believe.
How do you
then-
even know your own thoughts are yours anymore? Because you're just
Right.
trying to be everyone at the same
So
time.
let's get back. Let's backtrack, right? So SAMPRA helps people. So obviously there's certain things you can do, anything from awards to travel
To
to
touring.
recording to all that kind of stuff. And obviously that's how you got to LA. So you did. I mean, you were in there some
Partially.
time, right?
Yeah.
So
6 months.
Yeah. I mean, 6 months partially. LA, bro.
But I went back like immediately after my visa. So I was there for a year. But 6 months with SAMPRA, and then I was like, oh, wow, I love it here. I'm going back. And then I went back
I
like
mean,
a month later.
And then you got Jem out there as well to record,
Yeah, absolutely.
right?
Yeah.
I Jem and I. Nice, my homie.
Yeah, I know.
Jem and I. Hey, man, you still owe me some shit, nigga. Shit.
Oh, he owes us all some shit.
Yo, Jem, come on, bro.
Yeah, respect us.
Come on, respect us,
Thank
Chief.
you.
Yeah, and him and Junior like inseparable.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I mean, they were from Durban and they did a
yeah.
lot of music together before, before Junior blew up. Mm-hmm. And the cool thing is like Junior brought everybody along,
Yep,
and
he
that's
did.
a great thing.
He did.
So I think the LA trip, you did a lot of recording out there.
A lot.
And I mean, obviously, you're meeting the right people in the right place, as you said. So networking, networking is such a key thing. It's a good currency, actually.
It
It's
is.
better than being the manager. If the manager can't do that, then
I honestly agree. Like, I'm my own manager. I've been my own manager for the last 2.5 years. Like,
hands-on vibes.
completely. But it's also like trying to understand the amount of work and respecting the people in those positions that are
Yeah.
doing it, because it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
You know? But again, like networking, it's just about like putting yourself out there, but in a way that that you can do stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I know I'm capable of, like, just put me in the room.
Right.
It's like, put me in, coach, type shit.
Got you. So we
So-
got the Sweetest Escape that just dropped recently. Dropped end of June,
Yeah, the
28th,
yes, 28th.
right? Gotta read the bio. You know what I'm saying?
Gangsta.
Got you. So I mean, what other collaborations are we expecting? Is this a forthcoming single? Is it a single for a forthcoming album,
Yes.
EP?
So I'm working on a couple of things right now. This single is on my sophomore album, which is coming out in 2026. Don't judge me. I'm rolling out a lot of things over the next 2 years. So intention is extremely important to me. And feedback, obviously. So I need to be able to navigate it properly.
Right.
Because as an independent artist, I'm still independent. I know, like, I want to infiltrate, like, the movie space and the movie scene. So that's really where my
Well, I mean,
my
you had
attention
you did a song with Junior for Blood and Water.
yeah, I did a couple of songs for Netflix stuff.
Come on, man. Hey,
But,
you
like-
know the sync money's trusted.
I mean,
Or
it's
did
okay in South Africa. It's really better outside of South Africa. Leave
Well,
South Africa.
we always
guys.
get like the watered down version in South
or
Africa.
it's just the teams that are lying to us here. But hey,
That's also true because
it's
hey,
like you just need to have people that you trust and lawyers. Get a lawyer, guys, because wow. But again, it's just expanding your horizon and networking because you don't know who you might run into. And also, like, just always be the best version of yourself and be present.
Sure,
You know,
sure.
because, like, when you're present, you don't know who you might run into. Like, you might be
Right.
at a coffee shop, you might be getting something, and you run into someone that might change your life today, not even tomorrow, you
Right.
know? But it's just having the same respect for everyone in the field and not, like, having tears of respect for because you think this person's doing this and that. You, like, I find that weird. That's weird energy, you know?
is LA really the hype? I mean, we just-
Absolutely. I mean,
is it the
it's
hype like the hype? Like you gotta go there to kill it, you know, or it's New York, but more LA. LA's more the
For me, I feel like it was my first time. Well, the first time that I had went,
right.
it was more of like I didn't know anyone. Like literally, I only knew one person, and the one person that I knew was coming to South Africa for Christmas. So it was just like crazy, you know. I'm really alone. But I mean, it's a mindset thing, guys. I don't know how else to stress that because you could be in the rooms with all these people and have imposter syndrome and feel like you're not supposed to be there and not perform at your best, you know.
Sure.
So it's just trusting that you're like everything, like timing. Like I could have gone to LA 5 years ago, you know.
Sure.
But me going at the time that I did, like I met the people that I did that are now a part of my core memories, and I feel like is going to be a part of big things for me over the next 5 years. You know what I mean? So
That's
it's
crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
LA is
And-
the hype. It just looks like ghetto as hell. I
It
don't
looks
know.
ghetto as hell?
Yeah, the PR is great.
Everything is a hype.
Yeah, it's hype for sure. But the people that are there, they all know why they're there. It's like Joburg on steroids.
Right. And I think that's kind of the
Everybody
question we
that's
really want to
there-
know, right? It's like you coming there for a reason.
Yeah,
You got
like
no
everybody
time to
that's
chill.
there. No, like you could be in a session with Future tomorrow. You could be. It's not like you know what I mean. Like
Yeah.
you could be. It's literally just
time to work, right?
It's time to work. Like
Nothing
you need to
else.
work. Like if they're calling you to a session, I fumbled one session and like I learned from that experience so hard.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, why am I here? Like I was in this room with all these brilliant writers. And I'm
Okay.
like, okay, me and 5 other great writers, like they've written crazy things. And I'm just like, crazy. You called me here because like, you know that I'm about to, but now I'm here like, yo. Like,
So you
I'm
were supposed to, like-
fangirling over
Right.
the writers, not even the artists.
artists, yeah.
I'm just like, I've been wanting to work with these people.
Is it
You know what I mean?
important? Isn't it important to? I mean, I think that's one thing we really don't speak about in South Africa is songwriting.
Songwriting is extremely important, excruciatingly important, because like it's the story. Like, how do people relate to you?
Right.
You know, like how do you relate to you in order for you to tell that story for people to see you as this real person?
Right.
Because we sing about things we go through.
Right. And it's like, but now you're sitting in a session. There's 5 songwriters.
Mm-hmm.
And you're the artist, and now it's like you're taking input from everybody, and you gotta kind of be like, I gotta be receptive to all of them.
Yeah.
But they're giving me like 100 things to think about.
We have a shared note usually. So a shared note, Google Docs, whatever works in that moment. And we all just type our ideas and we sing melodies and whatever, like we do passes, melody passes. Everyone gets the mic. 2 melody
Yo.
passes each. And then we comp. We comp the melodies first and then we write.
You see, like I don't think.
And it's quick. It's not like we're not
But
there for
obviously-
10 hours. We're there 3 hours session, done, song finished.
Yo.
Full song. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and
Engineered
I think
everything.
also a lot of people they misunderstand because now it's like the split. You're like, well, how much am I gonna get? Type
Bro, I
thing.
got 7% on one song and I don't care.
Yeah, well, I mean, the numbers are all right, you know.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was on the Friday song. Like, there were so many people involved. And, like, I got 7%. But, like,
But you're a songwriter yourself, so
exactly.
I mean,
So I'm just like, cool.
damn. And some people complain. Like,
Thank
how
you
much
so much for
how mu-
having me.
Yeah, how much you giving me? Am I gonna get like 50%? It's like
No, but
bro.
also, if you're signed to a major, you need to understand, like, again, like, I've been doing this for more than 10 years. So, like, I've fumbled so many times that now
Yeah.
I understand, like, it's not even a conversation. Some
Yeah.
things I'll be like, talk to my lawyer, talk to this person, because they
Right.
know more. I'm
Right.
not going to waste your time. But, like, understanding a split sheet is so crucially important.
When you really start taking it serious, because people say like, well, I can't afford an entertainment lawyer. I can't afford that person right now because, I mean, they're trying to charge me this much to draw up read through the contract. Not even draw it up, just to read through it.
This is true, though, because in the beginning of my career, I didn't have a lawyer. And I hated that I didn't have a lawyer because, like, I would have been so much further, I think. But, like...
But the growing pains were worth it.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. Wouldn't change a damn thing.
Right.
But,
you can still F-bomb us if you want.
Yeah. Like, I wouldn't change anything. Yeah. But again, right now, to get into a space with, like, a lawyer, it's meeting someone that's... Because usually an entertainment lawyer works off a percentage. It depends on, like, how you're retaining this value with them. Right. So with me, it's like they get a percentage of everything I make.
Correct.
Because they are part of every deal.
Well, I mean, that's what you're giving, your 30 or your 20% to. And they got to make sure, just depending on what it is,
sometimes it's like if it's like a fee that we know we're getting,
right.
like standard, we're like, okay, I'll pay you X amount, and we just continue.
Yo, that's them sync deals right there. So, we about to bag this 1M right now, and we're going to just give you about 10%, so you just got to be happy.
Yeah, but you need to also, like, think about it, right? Like, everyone complains about their contracts 3 years down the line. They're not happy. This is going on. A lot of that can be alleviated, like if you're taking an advance or you add your lawyer into that conversation, like just so that these conversations can end because it's boring now.
Is an advance viable?
It depends. Like, how much are you giving them? What's the retention? How many years? How many songs? Do they own the masters?
I hope you're watching. I hope you're listening to what she's saying right now.
Like, there's so many ways to do it. Like, right now, simple example is I'm doing a Christmas album, right?
Oh, Mariah, you on fire.
Yeah, for real. Hear me out.
Come on now.
But,
you got to get that Santa Claus money, you know what I mean?
No one's doing it.
Yo, I mean, look, there's a lot of bags, right? I mean,
no one's doing
everybody try to get on the birthday song, right? So
which one's that?
2 Chainz did birthday song, Quavo did a birthday song, Chris Brown did a birthday song.
Oh, like birthday song.
Yeah, like the birthday song, like happy birthday.
Okay.
Like, that's one of them big chicks. Like, that's an occasional song.
Because people want to post about it.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's an occasional song. Then there's the wedding songs, there's the congratulations songs. So it's all those kind of things, and these are kind of like themed songs.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. So you want to get that Christmas money, you know what I mean?
Everyone's always gunning for the RnB Now playlist.
Right.
Everyone's going for the same.
And you're looking at like...
I'm like, okay, so if everyone's going there,
right,
I need to be going there.
Yo.
Because there are people that need that. There's clearly a demand for it. And
you must see how many Christmas movies come out.
I know! And that's why I did this. My publisher's going to be so happy. Like,
there's like, maybe like 50, like, and even if they're low budget
and they're
ones,
about to, and that's what I'm saying. There's no year that they're not, even Christmas in July movies. There are Christmas movies, and like, they'll always be there.
Yeah, she's dropping a gem right now.
Ever. Like, why are we all trying to do the same shit, guys? There's so much money in the world.
I think sometimes when you're living in Africa, you're like thinking, Christmas, it's
guys,
boring.
You know how good
I mean?
like last year I dropped 3 tracks. It was an EP.
Right, but wait. Just let me cook here, right?
Yeah.
So now imagine you in what's the driest ass place in South Africa? Daar. Imagine you're out in Daar, which is like the middle of South Africa, right? It's a desert, by the way, right by the Karoo, and you're out there, and it's like, yo, bro, everyone's having a dope ass time by the ocean, and you're hanging around with your damn farm animals. And it's like, yo, we're going to put up a Christmas tree. But then you're like, nah, I don't think so. We might just have our own big-ass tree here. And maybe it's like a marula tree. Let's decorate the marula tree. And now we're going to sing jingles, like Christmas jingles.
Like, whatever. Like, why not make farm music? Why not make music for animals? Why not make kiddies music? Why not make nursery rhymes?
Leon Schuster's been the pro at that.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
he's still got the biggest Springbok song. Ikom die Bokke. Still the biggest.
Imagine that. But what if you got bought out for that? We don't know what that split sheet looks like. But still the biggest. Like, if he's still eating off that, then...
Well, obviously now RnB now gets paid. You know what I mean? It's in the meantime, wire. Ikom die Bokke's done now. It's like, yo, we
like everywhere. That's our theme song now. It's our national anthem.
100%. But once again... we don't decide that. The people decide that. I mean, it took them such a long time to get rid of Ikom die Bokke.
It did.
Right? I mean, Ikom die Bokke was like our anthem.
Everyone was singing
it. It's
that.
like Ikom die... It doesn't matter...
whether they were playing or not.
It's just like, yo, Ikom die Bokke, and it's happening, right?
Yeah.
And now it's like, well, now it's RnB, but obviously RnB got made back then.
No, back then.
And it had no intention to be...
listening to that.
Yeah, it had no intention to be being played at the stadiums, just like in Kalagata.
Exactly.
And it's just because of the migration of our country.
Yep.
What is, so, okay, here we go. So someone told me like the way you make a number one hit song is it's got to be like irritating as fuck. So one song you hate.
I mean, yeah, usually. I don't hate my like favorite.
No, I'm not saying
songs
that
right
you
now.
hate your favorite
Yeah.
song, but I mean, it's the one song you can't get out of your head.
Yeah, like Sabrina Carpenter, I love her. She really messed us up with those songs. That Espresso song, come on. You don't know that song? I'm
None.
working late because I'm a singer. Come on.
Hey man,
Thinking
no.
about me every night. Oh, no, you don't know it? Crazy.
I
That
don't know
song's
it.
everywhere right now.
That's
Even
like-
my mother knows it. I'm like, damn,
Right,
they're
but that's-
working hard at UMG.
But you see, but that's a song. But this is the other thing, right? It's like you gotta fight the big dogs still.
you have to
even
still
though,
fight the big dogs.
even though we got the independence that's also kicking ass. But it's like, and then you're super independent when it's like it's just you, gunman.
Like hyper.
Yeah, right. And you're fighting because you're trying to get into all the avenues, and now the labels are even getting it down onto the DSPs. They're owning DSPs too.
Not really. I don't think so. I think I feel like the independent artists are really taking off. If you look at the playlists right now, depending on where you're going to look, obviously.
Right.
It's, I think, majority independent artists that are taking over. There's probably like 5 or 6 songs like the Sabrina Carpenters, like the
I'm
Chris
just saying, now we
Browns.
gotta go look for this
You know what
damn
I mean?
Sabrina, this Coffee
No, it's there. You
Espresso
don't even have
song.
to look for it. It's the first song. Like, it's still number 1.
Yo, Tabang, we gotta
But
check out.
I'm just saying, like, I never actively went and searched and listened to that song. I know the whole song. I just
Yeah.
know it because it's been everywhere.
I
You
feel you.
understand?
It's just
and
like
now
the-
it's my favorite song because it just feels good.
It feels like the country, the what's the guy named Bougie? What Booty? The country.
Shabuzi.
Shabuzi. There we go.
Yeah.
It's like he's taken
fire.
over like Beyonce and all the country singers. Imagine.
Exactly.
And it's like now it's got the whole of Texas singing there. 1, 2. I get the
Yeah.
bar. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yo.
Just stay true to yourself. That's really the key. Yeah.
So 2026, we're getting the album.
Yes. Christmas album in November.
Okay, so Christmas is
Acoustic
coming.
album in
We gotta look out for that.
August
You heard it here
next year.
first. Christmas album.
Yeah,
Hey.
Santa's Baby.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know.
You're not gonna be singing like because I mean you started out singing covers. You're not gonna do like a Christmas cover like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer,
Publishing. I don't have a list for that. I don't have a list. To do.
Frosty the Snowman.
I tried to look for the ones that were like that didn't have any copyright.
Like okay, what else? What's that?
Wow, you only know those 2?
Jingle bells, jingle
I did that
bells.
already, but not like that. That's
Okay, what is
so
it?
the copyright. You haven't listened to my Christmas project? Crazy. You had a whole year.
You had it. Do you have a Christmas project
I
already?
dropped one last year, yeah, and it did really well, and that's why I'm doing
Another
did
one.
an EP last year, 3 songs, and I'm doing an album.
Yeah, you're
10
giving us
songs.
some gems right now. That's kind of interesting.
It's market research. Do they want it? Do they not want it? How else are you gonna do it if you don't do it with yourself? Like,
So you already
and
got it.
I don't market to my friends. My friends are not the people that are gonna buy my music. No
Yo,
offense
shout
to
out to
them.
that one. That's what I was doing. I don't market to my friends though, because
Like-
they're not gonna buy.
They're not gonna buy. Like, they're gonna post maybe here or there, but there's no
Right.
heart or intention of what
do you think
want. You know?
right? Do you think that when you establish, you can do this experimental kind of stuff and like I mean, look, Little John went and made a meditation album,
I'm working on that, but yes,
right? And everyone is like, yo, you gotta go listen to that shit. Right? And he just changed up his lifestyle, he became Muslim more and it's like, okay. But do you think that if you're more established, you can become more experimental?
no. I think you can be experimental at the earliest phase of your career, and that's when you should be. Depending on like how badly you want it, you can buy a little. Like my first studio setup cost me like, I think like $3,000, but I had worked a lot, to actually
Right.
get a little Focusrite set up with the headphones. I recorded the song with Reese on that. I recorded
Yep.
all
Got
of
that.
those things that I did that on, and you can hear the difference
Yep.
from there to now. Like, I learned how to engineer myself.
Hey man,
like,
shout out to you. A lot of people
I-
doing that. They gotta learn quick,
no,
yeah?
like you have to, because like, imagine having to tell someone, "Can we do that again? Can we do that again?" Can we
I
do
mean,
that
when
again?
you're in your
Rerun
studios,
that."
when you're in your
No.
studio sessions, you gotta watch, you gotta steal with your eyes and be like, oh, that's what he did, oh, that's what she did. Okay, cool. I gotta do
You know
that
what
when
I
when
mean?
I
So
get my
it's-
studio
exactly,
up, right?
Get your stuff, work. Even if you don't see, like, YouTuber, everything is on the internet. Like, go
Alright.
educate yourself. Go buy like 50 rand data and watch like a little, download that video, and like watch it over and over and over
So
until
what was the Christmas project called?
Santa's Baby, and now it's Santa's Baby still, but it's an album.
Santa's Baby
So
Still.
we're taking that songs and also another genius technique. Oh my God, I'm just giving you guys free game.
Come on now. That's what's up. Put us on, yo. Put us
I put
on.
the EP out with the 3 songs. So what I'm doing is I'm integrating that EP with the streams over to the album. So automatically it already goes gold when the album drops.
Damn.
Yeah, simple, like little gems, but like it helps also with pitching. You know what I mean?
Come on.
And it's already a single, and it still is playing, like it's almost on like 500,000 streams, one of the songs alone on not Spotify, on Apple, but like again, you know what I mean? It's like,
I see you. I see you. I see you. I see you.
It's just independence. You have to, man.
You gotta navigate, right?
Yo,
Okay.
do this.
Well, we want to wrap it up, and yo, this has been a great conversation, and thank you so much for coming through. But yo, before you leave, you gotta bless us, though. Come on.
Okay, what am I doing? Wow.
Yo,
Warming up for my
let's see.
session.
Yeah, let's see. We're gonna play some beats. You're just
God,
gonna
I'm missing
freestyle it. You're gonna freestyle it. No, yeah, it looks great.
I know.
I mean, like, come on now. You know, woman's month. Let's take it to the
Oh,
next.
please, come at me.
Well, I was gonna play some songs. It
Okay.
might be anything. It might be slow. It might be hip hop. Mostly hip hop. But I mean,
Okay.
hey, yo, it is that time. It's the freestyle session with
Me.
with Rowlene in the building.
Go
Coming to you
stream
from.
my latest single.
We're coming to you from that's Sweetest Escape. We're coming from live from M Studios. We got Shani J from Cape Town. You should know who he is.
I've worked with him a couple of times.
Right? Can you hear it in the headphones? Are we good? You can just freestyle this thing, man. We want to see how you.
Oh, you're just gonna give me this one? Like I don't even get to hear that.
No, there's some others, but we
this
first
is
got
it.
it. This is the first one right
Okay.
there. It's a hard one, but hey.
That's a hard one. Damn. As in like hard, not like hot.
Oh my gosh. The beat's going
Okay,
though.
I'm listening. I'm just gonna.
That's right,
Okay.
your boy DJ Switch. You got Rolling in the building.
Oh.
Hey.
Okay. See you out in the town. Watch me do my thing. Like, see you out in the town. Watch me do my thing. Like, yeah. You know how I do it when I'm with me. I'm with the boys. You know when I'm making noise, yeah. Say I'm with the boys, yeah. I know. When you see me in the street, yeah. You know I'm in You know I be in the I do my thing, like ra-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. You see, I do my thing like ra-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Am I supposed to keep going?
No, you can just rap if you want to, like Jingle Bells 1 2 1 2. We come through with Santa's Baby Still.
Hey.
We're just gonna kick it live in
Hey.
December on the 24th. My brand new clothes
Yeah.
that I got off my credit card, and now I own with some money.
Amen.
Right?
Go get your bag.
And that's the cool thing, because you can see obviously then that'll become words eventually.
Yeah, no, literally, that's my writing process. Unless, like, I don't have a process, but like, if I have an idea, I just my voice notes. All my space goes to my voice notes app and my notes app. It's so weird. It takes the least
Come on,
space.
oh,
on your
where's the phone right now? We could have been listening to some voice notes
Like,
right now.
I just go and I'm like, oh my god, and I just start typing like lyrics and I start singing.
See, we should have had the phone up here.
And then I have my producers just produce stuff. I have Jeremiah, I have Christo. They're fast. So
Yeah, when you got the experience, it becomes different. I mean, let's go back 2016. Would you be doing the same thing right now?
absolutely.
Like, writing process.
In 2016, I wasn't even like. If you go on my SoundCloud right now and go listen to what I dropped in 2016, yeah, please. Like, that stuff was just wow. But I'm not like, I'm proud of it because I was a baby.
Yeah, I'm trying to get another freestyle, another vibe out of her, but
Okay. I'm not gonna like do this thing that people do when they freestyle and actually steal from their old songs.
But that would be
y'all
quite
do.
cool.
Oh, I'm supposed to do that. Is that what a freestyle is?
Yeah, let's just go for it. Why not?
Damn.
Let's just
Okay,
do that.
let me
No, it's not
see.
always, but hey, we're hanging out with Rowlene out here and Put Me On Switch.
Okay.
And of course, we're coming to live from M Studios.
Okay.
She's just gonna give us a little something, maybe some old stuff, maybe stuff we don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
been 3 months since I heard from you. I'm in too deep, and from my point of view, yeah, you psycho, and you bad like Michael. Said you psycho, and you bad like Michael. Like a boomerang, you leave me but you always come back. Then tell me that you need me so bad. So why you gotta do me like that? Come right back like a boomerang. You leave me, then you always come back. Then tell me that you need me so bad. So why you gotta do me like that? Got you coming right back, yeah.
Woo! Come on now. Yo. Bad like Michael, huh? Psycho like Michael.
Yep.
Eventually we'll get it out of the way.
Yep.
Rowlene,
Morgan.
thank you so much. She even knows my first name, imagine. But that's my profile, don't worry about that.
It is.
Right, yo. Thank you so much for coming through. It's been an insightful conversation with you.
Yeah, man, I tried.
We gotta see what. Have you done colors yet?
No, but I want to.
We gotta see you on colors though. Like, come on.
I need to. I have my color song ready.
Or Tiny Desk or some shit, you know what I mean?
That absolutely. But
You
I
know?
have my color song ready. So y'all be, if you're watching this.
Or you gotta go on the radar.
Yes, but
Well,
I
we're
have to
gonna
go
do our
back to
own
the
one. We're gonna
States
do our
for
own
that.
one,
Yeah,
though.
we should.
We're gonna do our own one, and when we get it right, we're gonna get it right.
So on the radar, definitely gonna do that when I go back.
Shout out to you.
Shout out to you for doing this, man. This is fire.
Thank you so much. Well,
Yeah.
make sure it's RnB, you know, in the flesh.
You see, you got it this time.
Say. But yo, it's your boy DJ Switch, the Mixtape King. Make sure you check out a brand new single. It's called Sweetest Escape. It's out on all DSPs, and of course, yo, we're not forgetting the visualizer, but yo, the Christmas album. Gotta
Yes,
get there. Gotta bump
please.
that shit. But yo, until next time, until next week, once again, happy Women's Month to everybody, and we out. Good. Is that a cut?